Hello, hello, my friends. Another dedicated candle review for you today. We're going to be talking about HOMEWORX Limoncello Cupcake and Toasted Coconut. Full disclosure before we get into this review, this candle was sent to me in PR from Slatkin & Co. They do not tell me what I need to say, nor do they get their panties in a wad if I don't like a candle. They just ask for my honest feedback. And if you've been with my channel any length of time, you guys know that I have no problems with sharing with you when a candle does well or when I think it needs some improvement. And I've got a little bit of both in this review for you guys today. So this is one of their standard 4-wick 18-ounce vessels. Currently, this candle is available on the Slatkin & Co. website. I also believe it was available at one point as a duo on QVC. I didn't check before doing this review if that is still the case, but if you just want to purchase a single of it, it is on the Slatkin & Co. website. Now, this is kind of like a flanker scent to the original Limoncello Cupcake, which is a huge hit. It's one of the staples with the HOMEWORX brand. Last week, I reviewed Limoncello Cupcake and Raspberry. They also have a Bing Cherry and I think a Black Currant. I think the Black Currant one was available on QVC, but the Bing Cherry one, if you have been interested in that, is now available over on the Slatkin & Co. website. It was showing sold out for a while there, but last I checked, it was showing in stock. So this is one of the flanker scents that they have, that kind of taking a page, I guess, out of Bath and Body Works, that what they were doing a couple of years ago with doing kind of these mashups. And I've got some thoughts on this one. So we have fragrance notes on this candle of limoncello, candied lemon, toasted coconut flakes, and baked vanilla cupcake. The pour date on this specific candle is October 8th of 2024. And I do always like to mention that because if you are new to purchasing from HOMEWORX, one of the things that I have discovered in burning a variety of different candle brands is that HOMEWORX is a brand to me that the longer that you let their candles cure, there's something with their wax formula that the longer that their candles cure, they do seem to intensify in terms of strength output, in my opinion. Not always, but also that's helpful too, because then if you purchase this candle down the road, maybe a year out from now, and you get a different performance from what I have gotten, sometimes that explains it when there's a little bit of a different pour date. All right, so what is my nose smelling on this candle? You guys, I'm going to tell you that toasted coconut fragrance is very prevalent. It's interesting because it's almost listed as, well, it's not necessarily listed as a base note, but it's listed in the latter half after the limoncello and the candied lemon. But I'm going to tell you that upon burn of this candle, my nose definitely detects coconut, first and foremost. The coconut that I am smelling is definitely a toasted coconut, and it's definitely like an unsweetened coconut. So if you're somebody who prefers a sweetened coconut fragrance, you're not really going to get it in this candle. Any kind of sweetness that you're going to get in this candle is going to be that candied lemon fragrance. I don't really detect the cupcake note that you get in the regular limoncello cupcake fragrance. The coconut does seem to kind of, I would say, rain on that parade, because the toasted coconut fragrance is really what dominates in this candle. You get a little bit of sweetness the longer that you burn this candle, from the limoncello or the candied lemon type of fragrance. But I am going to tell you, one of the things that I am running into with this fragrance is that I usually like it for about the first hour that it is lit. I typically have been burning this candle for about 3, no more than 4 hours. But one of the things that I'm experiencing with this candle is I feel like after the first hour, hour and a half, the coconut note in this candle just really isn't to my personal taste. I like it initially, but the longer it burns, I find that it smells almost kind of waxy to my nose, or plasticky. It's kind of giving off that vibe. Now it's funny because I mentioned that in my Bath and Body Works Easter candy basket that I was getting kind of like a plasticky vibe, and that I attributed to they were going for kind of that hardened shell on a jelly bean. But for whatever reason, I don't think they're going for any kind of plasticky note in this candle, but it's the toasted coconut to me that there's something about how it is mixing with that lemon note the longer that it burns, that it's just not hitting my nose right. Now, you guys all know, I was sick recently consistently. I've been able to smell perfectly fine. Like I don't have any issues with that. But I was burning this candle prior to me getting sick. So I do want to let you guys know that like this was my opinion of this fragrance prior to me getting sick. Then I got sick, and it's still my opinion as I'm burning this candle. So the fragrance is kind of a miss for me. Again, I feel like I feel like I am one of the ones who maybe is in disagreement with, because I've seen a couple of other reviews, and granted, you guys, fragrance is very, very personal. So if there are people who love this, I would be like, yeah, sure, I could see how people would love it. But to me personally, I still prefer limoncello cupcake a little bit more. And the more that I burn this one, that toasted coconut note, I like it in the first hour, but after that, it starts to get on my nerves. Let's go ahead and talk about the performance of this candle. Wicks have been performing pretty well for me on this one. You can see that these are self-trimming wicks. I have had to trim off just a tiny little bit. You can see there, like this candle's been lit for about an hour and a half. You can see a tiny little carbon ball there at the end of the wicks. And you can also see a little bit of wick residue in the wax pool. It is not altering the fragrance. The thing that I will notice that I do want to say is you can probably see it like right around that side there. That area of the wax pool, for whatever reason, takes a little bit longer to pool out. I don't know why. I think maybe because these wicks are leaning just a little bit. I haven't had any issues with them falling over into the wax pool, nothing like that. They are performing pretty well for me, and I didn't have any issues other than that one little area of getting a complete wax pool. Really the first burn, I found that the wax had completely pulled out within the first 3 hours. Strength and throw on this candle, I'm going to give this about a 7 in terms of strength and throw. It is definitely detectable out in my open concept. It's not like overly pungent where it's smacking me in the face, but if you are somebody who likes a detectable fragrance, maybe like a high medium strength and throw, you're going to like it. It is going to perform well for you. When I have it in my close concept master bedroom, it's definitely very strong in there. But again, noticeable out in the open concept. It doesn't necessarily throw all the way into the kitchen, which is why I can't really give it an 8. But when I am in the living room, when I enter the living room from any other rooms in my house or from the outdoors, I do definitely detect, again, that coconut scent. And it is, it's a very, yeah, it's a very unsweetened coconut type of fragrance. I guess that's the best way that I can describe it. So performance is decent for me. It's just the fragrance in and of itself is a little bit of a miss. That being said, I might hold on to this one. I'm not sure, you guys. There's part of me that's like, okay, I'm burning this with a candle that you're going to see tomorrow in a review, which is Bath and Body Works Sugared Jasmine. And I think that I've always loved the combination of jasmine with coconut. But even that, to me, because I'm not loving the coconut note in this candle, and I have a ton. I mean, maybe I'm exaggerating, but like I feel like I have a lot of candles that are new to me, that are new releases that I'm having to review in the next couple of weeks. That there's part of me that feels like I might want to part with this candle to just see if somebody else might enjoy it a little bit more, because I have a feeling that I have some other coconut fragrances in my collection, a la Kringle Candles Sea Breeze, that I enjoy just a little bit more than this one. And I feel like I might be able to pass this one on to somebody else who might enjoy it a little bit more. So performance gets a thumb up for me, but the strength or the scent itself is just a little bit of a miss. I wish that coconut note was a little bit sweeter. And I think that would have been maybe a little bit more palatable to my nose. So those are my thoughts on this candle. If you are shopping on the Slatkin & Co website, I do have a discount code with them. Katie's Joyful Life should save 15% off of an order over $40. That is an affiliate code that is eligible for a commission, so please don't use that if you're not comfortable. But I appreciate if you do. Thank you for supporting my channel. So overall, you guys, yeah, those are my thoughts. Let me know in the comment box down below if you have purchased this candle, what your thoughts have been, what has your burn experience been with it. I always encourage you guys to chime in down below on my candle reviews, because I am just one person, and I know when people are coming for a review, they oftentimes are trying to get the most the most bang for their buck, I should say. So if you comment down below with what your experience has been, that helps the entire community out. Please don't forget to hit thumbs up if you found this video helpful. Consider subscribing to my channel if you are new. I do want to say thank you so very, very much for spending your time here with me today. And until my next one, I hope you all go out and have a very blessed day. Bye.